mission. We fell in love with a call of God to serve others.
If it wasn't for the Salvation Army, a lot of these people live on the streets and they wouldn't have no place to go.
It's nothing I have to do, but it's something I want to do, and I love doing.
I have fun doing it.
I mean, it's a wonderful place to come to, you know, loving people, caring people.
They said, these are things that I love and maybe I can't purchase with my food stamps. Something that maybe they wanted and needed, but just couldn't afford.
I'm very thankful for the Salvation Army.
I cook here, I go to church here. I get here about 5:30 in the morning and I start in whatever I decide to prepare for the day. It's really been gratifying to be able to serve the needy and have nice conversation and kind of spread some things.
Well, there's a lot of areas that they can benefit from it. It helps not only the youth, but also the adults and some of the people that are down in their luck, you know, are homeless. It helps them also and feeds the community at large. And spiritually it helps people too because it's a church community also.
With funds, we decided to come up with a care basket and say, how can you help? Buy a laundry basket, fill it with laundry soap, dish soap, toilet paper, paper towels, even toothpaste, things that, you know, the things that people sometimes go without. It can be a basket of opportunity of things that they never had. It does provide a hope for them, but I think in a lot of ways as a community can help rally behind the Salvation Army, and as we bring it out to them, it really does show the love of God for them. We can't do all things, but if we can provide that, even with a basket, it does provide hope and love for them.
I've been here right around eight or 9 years. For the Salvation Army, I receive the product that comes in from different organizations that people donate here. I take the merchandise and bring it into this storeroom here. I go through everything, make sure that everything is in date. There's no outdated merchandise, there's no dented merchandise, because we believe in giving the client, you know, fresh product. And love coming in here, and love meeting the people and sitting down, having coffee with them, talking with them, and being friends with them. And just something I love doing.
I have 11 clients on my list that I go to their homes. I take their food and deliver it to them. They don't have, a lot of them are on walkers and some of them are in wheelchairs, and some of them that's the only contact with an adult person they have during the day. And so I just take their meals to them and make sure that they have a nice hot meal at lunchtime particularly.
Well, I don't know about the rest of the neighbors around here, but I really appreciate the Salvation Army for what they do for me.
You know, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. It's a holiday that nobody's figured out a way to commercialize. And I think it truly is a time to pause and reflect and look back on the last year and be thankful for all the blessings that you've been fortunate enough to receive. I mean, I kind of wanted to look at something different to do. And so when they asked me if I'd be interested in actually cooking the turkeys behind the scenes, that just seemed to be something I was probably a little better suited to do.
I'm the young guy of this group, so I can only speak for about the last 12 years. But Fritz Campanello of Volcano Pizza is kind enough to let us to come in and use their pizza ovens to cook turkeys, basically.
Wash your hands first, and then clean the turkeys, put the powder in the bags, stuff them,
and then we kind of go on from there. Your community is only as good as what you put back into it. And I just feel like, I think the Salvation Army does a terrific job of finding people that are truly in need and helping them. And this was just a terrific opportunity to help support that organization.
Well, everything I do for the Army makes me feel proud. I started off with the Army helping to host the Thanksgiving dinner at the Matterhorn, and saw that there was some maybe capacity issues at the building, and we could maybe help with that. We should all serve, and luckily it's nice to serve, you know, it makes you happy, and you know, a lot of us are just a little better off. We've been lucky, we've been fortunate, but for whatever reason we have the capacity to serve, and we should do that.
Well, our family's getting together in order to go out and shop for Salvation Army's Adopt a Family, and basically we'll be getting some items that are necessities, as well as maybe some presents and gifts for families that are less fortunate.
We've been, as a family, we started doing this probably 6 to 7 years ago, and we just felt at that time we used to buy gifts for one another, and we just felt that it was we were all blessed and had enough of our own, so we felt like we could help others who were in need.
The biggest things, my wife and I have 2 young kids, is just the tradition of hopefully as they grow up, you know, teaching them some of the valuable lessons of being able to give back.
In today's economy, many families are struggling, not even on their own accord. So what we do is get together and go as a family in order to buy some of these gifts. There's a certain set of items that the Salvation Army lets you know for a specific family, and you're able to go out and shop for those items in order to make somebody's Christmas and holiday season a lot better.
Well, when I see people hurting, I just really want to be able to do everything possible for them, because their resources may not be there, and if we can help within the Salvation Army or myself, I mean, just to go out and, you know, if it's even just to give someone a hug or an encouragement or a smile, but with the Salvation Army they can provide a lot of hope for a family that's struggling and trying to make ends meet, and to be able to do that, that really kind of shows the mission of the Salvation Army.
We want them to know that there's someone fighting for them. And it's not just us, it's God. And if we can allow them to feel that, to touch that, to understand it, that's really our mission. And we know that God is faithful to them. And if they can come to understand that through the help that they receive, then I think we've been successful.